Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We're here on the Spaced Out Edition on our Avengers Colony. And we are early game, 13 cycles in, 6 dupes available. And we're just building out various items like expanding our farms, getting food. We've got an oxygen system. It works well. The only issue is the power, because as soon as someone stops generating power, the oxygen system stops. But it is producing a lot of oxygen, and of course the chlorine is going to come up here into our Dashvina farm and start getting that going as well. So it's a good little, we've got a nice little group here, or setup. So we'll eventually get all of that taken care of. Right now, our priorities are food production, and getting that stable. That's going to be important. We've actually got a lot of food on the map. We can eat these things. We've got all of these growing all over the place. Our meal lice. So, I mean, we've got options for food. So it's not a problem. Let's get Hulk's bed built. But right now, the main thing is just continue exploration, getting things taken care of. We're going to have to try to take care of all of this issue of oxygen down here. Carbon dioxide. We've got all of these oxyferns. They're going to grow really well in this environment. We've got a couple seeds we can plant. We're going to gain more. Obviously, there's spaces like up here where oxyferns don't really make sense in the long term, because this is going to be full of oxygen, and so therefore, they're going to do that and not be productive. So we need to get that set up as well. It's just a matter of building out some of this. In fact, we're going to do that. I realize why that can't be built is they can't reach down there. Duh. We're going to take advantage of this. Let's come in here. We're going to put one there. I'm going to do one there. And we're going to do one there. Very good. We're going to dig that out as well. Eventually dig that out. Okay, so we'll let them build these, and we'll plant more oxyferns and dig up some oxyferns like this one here. We can uproot. This one we can uproot, and this one we can uproot. That way we can replant them down here where they're needed. What are these things? Mercury saw. Okay. Too cool. Farm-wise, we are doing good. What did we... Oh, one of these things. Oops. Uproot. Our little pips, they will plant stuff wherever, and they planted a mirth leaf. You don't want a mirth leaf there. Eventually we'll get our pips rounded up and put it into a farm with arbor trees and other things so they can naturally plant. Right now they are naturally planting stuff all over, which is fine. Yeah, that's a good thing. A good thing. I'm gonna go ahead and uproot these. Actually, we're not gonna uproot them. We're gonna harvest them. I don't know if it makes a difference if you harvest or uproot first. Does it make a difference in the drop? Not sure. Probably not. Probably still get the same amount no matter what. But overall, I think we're doing really well. What we need is more skills for our dupes so that they can level up. Go, dupes, go! they're spending a lot of time harvesting all the plants and stuff because there's so much that I've set on auto harvest, which is fine. We dig that out, that one will grow. But it's like, it's not a huge priority that they do that. Okay, so what can we research next? Is there anything on the level 1 tree that, yes, let's just get that one as a last item on the level 1 tree. Okay, cool, we've got all these planted. Let's get our oxyfern. Let's plant. Copy. Alright, cool. So as soon as they dig these others up, they'll go ahead and plant. And then this one, we can... I'll have to copy because we don't have available seed. We can do that, that, and that. Okay, so our farm is good. The pips are still planting, but we'll get that taken care of. Don't worry, guy. We'll get you taken care of. What's wrong with you? Oh, irrigation. Because since they're not naturally planted, they have to be watered. I do kind of hate that. That's annoying. Like this one, it's natural. The dupes don't have to touch it. It'll do fine, but its cycle is a little bit slower. But the moment you put it in a pot, you now have to fertilize it and you have to irrigate it. It makes sense. I understand. It's a plant. But it's kind of annoying. That's why pips can be so good, is you can create farms that are self-sufficient. Like, for example, if we want to do a mealwood farm, we can take an area, put pips in it, place a bunch of mealwood seeds just laying on the floor. The pips will pick them up, plant them into the ground, right? And then you don't have to worry about water or fertilization. They'll just grow natural cycle like these. It's a little bit slower, but you don't have to use resources. You don't have to use water. You don't have to use up dirt, which early game sometimes can be a struggle. Late game dirt can be a struggle. So, yeah. We got some skills. Oh, we never gave Hulk his thing. Well, Hulk, you're a farmer. You didn't know that, did you? Yeah. And then this is construction. And eventually critter ranching. Okay. We're good. Awesome. All right. So that might be, once we have critter ranching, we can actually start doing some pip farms. Like we can take a bunch of these, put them in one area, all of the seeds, all the oxyfern seeds, put it in a specific spot, even pump carbon dioxide into it, and then have the pips plant it all, and it'll just be a self-sufficient, recycling system. Same thing with the mealwoods. I think that'll be good. And then, of course, put them in an arbor tree area as well. So, yes, that is mid-game stuff. Right now, we are just kind of plugging along with finishing things up. Looks like we're going to finally start getting into coal. Excellent. What do we got down here yet? Still can't see. Okay. Well, let's keep them going. We'll dig those two out as well so that we can get a view to that side once they get in there. We're still working up there. And we still have to go that way as well. Okay, cool. And volcanoes over here, 2 of them for future advanced power systems once we get to it. So far, plenty of water. We'll eventually want to try to get that water and this water into a tank somewhere. And move this water into a tank or use this into a tank. We've got more water down here. Bunch of ethanol, so we definitely got a lot of different power sources available long term. So long term, we're gonna be okay. Another toilet out of order. Come on, guys. Empty those toilets. In fact, just to make sure we don't run into any toilet problems, we're going to build one in our temporary bathroom. Oxygen is stable, so we're okay there. I think it's just a matter of digging and exploration and cleaning up. Keeping the oxygen going. So I guess we can speed it up a little bit. We'll do a 6, and we'll do a 6. We're gonna come up here and we're gonna do 6 and a 6, and we're gonna do a 6 there. Cool. Just so that we can, you know, see a little bit more on the map, and then we'll start going down more. But let's go ahead and let's see what we can find. I'd like to find a water vent next. Natural gas vent would be great. And a metal volcano would be awesome. Okay, so that gets us over here. Here's the edge of the map. So we got lots of copper. There's our other supplier, our input for our other colony once we get there. Okay. Doesn't look like there's going to be any more vents over here. It'd be really rare that it'd be so close to the edge I can't see it. But that gives us visibility there. So that's good. We're working our way this direction. And we're working over here. We got a little more water. Cool. We'll let them do that. I guess maybe that's something we can plan out. Tank. Let's do a polluted water tank first. Want to keep it cool. I'm thinking down here. Can be anywhere, I guess, but let's put it right here. We've got this little thing, right? So we could go across here. We could go up. And this would be our polluted water tank. There we go. Okay. What do we got over here? Still can't see much. But here's an edge. So nothing here. We're going to move up. Not seeing any new vents, but maybe when we come up there'll be something within sight. Over here we've come up a long way. Oh, we've got some algae. Okay, that'll be good. I don't want to use it for oxygen, but that'll be good for emergency use. Oh, good. Look, we found our water. It's a cool steam vent, which means it's still pumping it out at 110 degrees Celsius. I don't know why it's called a cool steam vent. But okay, so cool. So we've got a water supply, and we've got a future power supply. Awesome. And we can upgrade. Let's go ahead and do that. And then let's get a blueprint. We've got 6 colonists right now. Destructive. These guys aren't the greatest. Yeah, let's just take the food for right now. And then we will give some updates to skills. We're going to do tinkering. And for Black Widow, you can finally do something you like. We're going to do a second farmer. Cool. Ah, must have been something that they planted. Enable auto harvest. Alright. We okay on oxygen? Yeah, we're fine on oxygen. It would help if we close up where we're pumping the oxygen so that we've got a confined area. But if we do that, have to worry about, no, that's not going to make a difference. It's going up that's going to make a difference, because oxygen is just going to keep flowing up, and we've got oxygen supplies up here. So for now, let's just put a door here and a door here, just so that we're not pumping all of the oxygen into these areas, and we're kind of compressing it down into here. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. All right. This is going to produce a ton of oxygen right here. Okay, well that gets us up. And of course we're digging down over here. Okay, good. He's got all these oxyferns here, but the oxygen just isn't pushed down far enough yet. Piskin chlorine? Are we getting chlorine in here? There's a little bit of chlorine in here. It's just low pressure. It's not quite there yet for those to grow. Okay. Alright, so this is our polluted water tank. Where are we going to put a fresh water tank and an ethanol tank? There's ethanol all over this map, and with the lumber, we can easily create ethanol. So we'll have to think about that. Since we've got a lot of our water here, I think it just makes sense that if we go ahead and we do a water tank here. Might as well. Why not, right? That. That's gonna come like this. I don't want to dig down in it yet. But we will do that. Probably what we'll do, actually, is we'll just do this so that we can come in from the bottom and at least get the bottom and then seal it up. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Cool, well, we'll let them work on that. Looks like we're done over here. We just got to dig out this direction a little bit more. So where can we expand? I want to be able to explore more. We got plenty of this. Yeah, we do. So if we dump this water, it's just going to come and flood. Let's do that. Let's do that. And then we'll go up over there. Cool. On this side, let's continue up over here as well. There we go. That'll get us a little more view. And we're going down over here, so we'll eventually get to see some of this as well. Okay, cool. All right, so I think I don't have my timer, so I'm trying to think of, have we spent enough time on the episode? We probably have. But I think we're doing good. We're making good progress. We are discovering things. Why is this door? Oh, okay, it's shutting. Okay, why is this door always open? We've got a long ways to go. We certainly do. There are some things we can start doing as soon as we get so we put in a couple pots. We can start doing little itty-bitty things that will eventually, you know, improve morale and stuff. Right now we're fine. Nobody's stressed. Nobody's sick. We're doing good. And we'll have better food soon, and we'll have better power. We can actually start working on a power system for our oxygen. We can either use coal or we can use wood burner. Let me see. This one produces 300 power and 9 KTDUs. 9 KTDUs. Same temperature, but this one produces more. We've got these for our carbon. And we will be able to make a little smart power machine. So why don't we do that first? How do we do that? Well, we need one thing. We need a rock crusher. Let's put it right there for now. We don't need a lot, but we're going to need it for the automation wire and for the smart battery. So let's go ahead and do that as our next priority. All right, awesome. Well, thank you for joining me. In our next priority, we are going to get some refined metal for automation wires and a smart battery, and we're going to set up a small little power system that'll just run this and this thing. We'll keep the rest of the base on manual power for exercise and stuff. So I think we'll be good. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and we'll see you in the next episode, everybody. Take care.